YouTube was good. It's your boy Pops Harris, aka the Crazy Uncle. Hey, guess what? If this your first time tuning in, go ahead, hit the doggone subscribe button, hit notification bell every time I post up new content. What we're dealing with here is a complete lack of respect for the law. You know, now, anytime you hear me say that, you know it's finna be good. Well, put like this: every time the Crazy Uncle come on, right? Whether y'all watching or not, it's always gonna be good. Or if you hear me say something like this, now as ridiculous as some things may sound, there comes a time of desperation when no one's looking that you will give the ridiculous a try. As you can see, I got my tasted beverage. I had to get my tasted beverage on this for several reasons. Because of the subject that I'm going to talk about. You know how sometimes you can be out somewhere or whatever and say like you either got that real bad gas or you got to like really you really have to take a mean shit, right? But you over somebody's house, they your friend's house or whatever. And you don't want no motherfucker talking about you after you go in there and take a shit or whatever. Because it's almost like what the late great comedian Richard Pryor said that one time. He said he was talking about public toilets. So he was like, say, ordinary person, you go in there and take a shit, won't nobody say nothing. They may make a face when you leave. You like, I said, but motherfuckers see me like, Richard Pryor, that was you in there shitting? And they were like, woo wee. They said, man, you don't never need to shit in public. So, in a sense, sometimes that's how you feel. You don't want to go shit on nobody's house, right? Unless they family. And then even then, it all depends on who in the family that you gonna do, because we all know that family can be fucked up at times. But in either case, we gonna talk about, or I'm gonna talk about the passport, these so-called passport brothers. Because basically it's pretty much what the fuck I've been watching all day. And so here's the deal. Apparently that now I don't know if it's just so-called black men or just men in general. They then scraped up their few pennies, got them a passport, and then they didn't carry their ass across that water, or they didn't, as what they used to say in the Taco Bell commercials, these motherfuckers made a red for the border. And then everybody, they like say, I'm not here to actually really bash nobody's child or anything like that. Right? Because, people, they put content that they feel like that their subscribers actually really are going to want to watch, and then who knows, they may get influenced by what the fuck they see, right? And hell, they may become a passport brother themselves. But here's the thing, people. For all of you, for everybody that's call themselves want to be a passport brother, right? This is what the rest of these motherfuckers ain't telling y'all. But before I get into that, Amazon.com, type up book by Curtis Harris. Go ahead and pick you up a copy right fast. And no, motherfuckers, I ain't got no code. Go buy shit. You can't come off of $15. Guess what? You don't need no goddamn passport. So, in that case, so here's the deal, people. This is what these guys are not telling you, or what the passport brothers are not telling you, right? Because, again, the book, right? Listen, I'd have been all over this great country. I'd have been into other countries. So I know how a lot of women act, right? First and foremost, they're going to look at you, right? They're like I say, 21 years United States Army, right? I'd have been to Korea. I'd have been to Germany. Put like this, I'd have been to Germany twice, Korea twice. And then I didn't actually really stopped over in other countries as well to and know how those women operate. But see, so here's the deal, right? You're a young black man or whatever, and you carry your ass in one of them foreign countries. And just know they gonna know when they listen, they know who the newcomers are, right? But like I said, here's what they're not telling y'all. The women that is in these countries, guess what? They already been westernized, right? These motherfuckers watch TV. They know what the United States of America look like, right? So guess what? When you bring your little ignorant bony ass over there, tell you whether it's Germany, whether it's Korea, whether it's Japan, wherever you decide you want to go, of course they gonna cling to you, right? Because they looking at you as their way out of the country that they in. But y'all, you're so pissy whipped, and yes, I said pissy, right? Because the motherfuckers that y'all going after, right? They pussy smell like straight piss because these bitches don't shower, right? I mean, they don't take a bath. They shower. You need to learn to soak that motherfucker. Plain and simple, right? But guess what? You don't know no better. They don't know no better either. Well, at least, and another thing too, right? A lot of, because another thing too, what these guys, they'll get on their soapbox, right? And they were like, all the passport bros are winning, right? Well, what again? Just like I said, they ain't telling you the whole goddamn story. Just like they ain't telling you how the so-called passport bros actually really came into existence. I'm gonna tell you how these bastards came into existence. The late great, I mean, even before Bernie Mac said it on the Kings of Comedy there. I've always said this. Just like I say, here in about, what's the day? The day is the 14th. So I got roughly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So I got roughly 18 days before I turned 50 years old. Meaning, I was born early 70s, 1973, right? So my deal is this. I'll take it as far as, I'll say 1983, going backwards, right? You motherfuckers actually really still know what it was to get your ass whooped. You knew what it was. You knew the meaning of hard work. Because every Saturday morning, depending on how many kids was in the house, mama got everybody up out the bed. Look, we finna clean house. You raggedy motherfuckers ain't finna do shit until this house is clean. And then if you was a look, if you was a girl or whatever, guess what? You finna help mama cook breakfast. You finna make biscuits from scratch. It's gonna either be some ham or some bacon and some rice and the gravy. Guess what? You finna help do all that stuff. And you was gonna help wash dishes if you didn't wash dishes once breakfast was over with. What I'm saying is this. Parents back then wasn't scared to whoop their kids' ass back then. On top of that, we all have responsibility, right? And again, it's just like what Bernie Mac said. We some old punk ass parents, or y'all some old punk ass parents. And so you have punk ass parents, which means that the children's gonna run over you, right? And it's just like what he said. Remember Big Mama? Big Mama gone. Big Mama been gone, right? What, you a grandma now when you're 24? Great grandma 36? Talking about I ain't babysitting shit, right? That right there is how these passport bros came about. These motherfuckers, they don't know how to cook. The woman don't know how to cook me, right? And then on top of that, the bitch don't know how to wash her ass, right? And so, and so what happened? All what a lot of these motherfuckers know how to do now, right? All what the fuck you know how to do now is go shake your ass and put on shit that's 2 sizes too small. And then you wonder why all these motherfuckers is after you. And you got 3, 4 kids by 3, 4 different baby daddies. But the thing about it though is this: there's more people. What happens is this. Just like I said, you carry your ass over there to any of them foreign countries. They gonna come up to you, they gonna cling to you, and then you gonna think that you the motherfucking man. No, the fuck you ain't. They looking at you so they can get out of that motherfucker. Right? Because guess what? Like I said, they done seen the United States of America on TV. You can do this, you can do that, you can do the other. In the United States. So guess what? When they see you coming, oh yeah, they coming for you. Trust me, I know. But the thing about it though, fellas, they get you. They'll throw their little titty in your face, shake their little ass in your face, right? Then you already thinking you the motherfucking man. Your little dick get hard and I want to marry you. That's all what the fuck they want. So now here's the deal. Say you get married, right? Now here's the deal. I already told you, these motherfuckers, they already westernized already. It's almost like they built a certain way because they too busy looking at the goddamn idiot box, right? So these motherfuckers, they just like any other motherfucking appliance you got, right? Because what you don't see, hold on, what you don't see, this is what the fuck you don't see, right here, the plug. They already ready. Listen, they already ready to get plugged in to American society. And you motherfuckers actually really think y'all with it. Now, listen. Because this shit is motherfucking hilarious to me. Right? Because just like women here in the United States, y'all motherfucking claim that, well, I'm tired. I'm tired of these American women fucking over me. Well, guess what? What the fuck you think these overseas women finna do to y'all? Right? A woman is a woman, regardless of where she is in the world. Okay? She gets your little dumb gullible ass. Right? Put like this. You get married, you gotta go get a passport for her. That's gonna cost money. Then if you gonna bring her back, then she gotta go get a shot. Right? You almost do the same thing like you do a damn dog almost. Right? So you go get the passport. Then you gotta go get a shot. And then depending on whatever the fuck else that you gotta do, right? Before you put her ass on the plane, right? You gotta have the passport, she gotta have a shot. Then you put her on the plane. You happy because, oh, I'm a passport bro. I'm winning. She happy because, again, she already westernized, already Americanized because she been too busy looking at the goddamn idiot box. And for all these other motherfuckers talking about, well, they ain't as educated as us. Bullshit. I beg to differ. Because I'm little people, bros, fellas, trying to tell y'all something. Then, like I say, the game has been around forever and a day. And y'all motherfuckers actually really think y'all winning. Because I'm going to tell you what the fuck is going to happen. Right? You bring her back. Right? Then, of course, you already know you're going to want mom and dad. Oh, my bad. I forgot. Y'all been born from 1983 going forward. So 9 times out of 10, your mom and your daddy probably ain't even at home. Probably your mama there. Right? So you take her home to mom or stepmom. Or you could bring her home to mom and she meet stepdad. Right? So you bring them home, you bring her home, you meet the family, right? And then again, what you gonna do? You gonna keep that bitch cooped up in the house? Because I'm telling you something, the first time she get outside, right? Then here come everybody else, like motherfucking piranha. Guess what? They go tear they gonna tear her little ass up, right? They gonna put all this bullshit in her head, right? And then she gonna come to you like, well, how come you didn't tell me this? How come you didn't tell me that? How come you didn't tell me that other? Right? That's if she really give a damn about your ass, right? Then it could be just for the simple fact, hey, guess what? I got my green card. Listen, I only used your ass to get here, right? Ain't trying to deal with you no more, right? And again, like I said, I speak from experience. 21 years, United States Army. I done seen motherfuckers that went overseas, got them a little Filipino or whatever. They get married, come back. Then they stay cooped up in the house. Because I'm telling you what happened. I was stationed at Fort Bliss, and the next door neighbor, right? And he was looking like an updated version of the Neanderthal man. But the wife that he got, right? She was really nice looking. But he kept her cooped up in the house. I'll never forget it. This motherfucker, he had to go to school. Now, dig this. The whole time that he was there, the internet was up and running. Right? But as soon as he had to get up and go to school, right? He unplugged the internet. Right? So she called me over. She was like, well, my computer, not the computer, the internet, something other there. So again, I go check it out or whatever. And I find out that the cord that hooks up that all I had to do was put that plug in there, and the internet would have came back home. Right? Because he unplugged it. Now, for me, I could have like, oh, well, here's your problem. Right? But I just felt like, hey, that wasn't meant for me to do. He did that shit on purpose. Right? Because again, he had already found out that the only thing what she was about is getting out of the country that she was from, to come to the United States, and then go get her somebody that looked a hell of a lot better than he did, and probably with a bigger dick. So I'm just telling y'all again, because I really don't know how long this whole passport bros shit been going on, right? But they need to actually like really, let's just say 5 years, depending on how long this shit been going on, right? They need to like do like passport bros, where are they now? And how about a lot of them motherfuckers will be divorced? Because like I said, these motherfuckers, they are already Americanized already. These motherfuckers, well, I don't like calling women motherfuckers, right? But it's just like what I said, right? The game has been around forever and a day, right? So again, they already, as much as this country advertises itself as being the motherfucking spot, right? And so when you advertise yourself as the motherfucking spot, then guess what? You're gonna want to come to the motherfucking spot, right? Don't give a damn how you get here. Just know that you're here so you can plug yourself into American society, and then, which for the most part is already, y'all almost like, for like, I'm sorry, but put like this. Say you outside, because it's finna be summer here in a minute. So say you outside, which whether you outside, it could be you and your wife, or you could be around family. Y'all sitting outside, y'all shooting the shit, drinking, as like I'm drinking now. And then you gotta be worried with the motherfucking mosquitoes and whatever the fuck else that's flying around. So you cut that damn light on to draw the motherfucking mosquitoes. Right? So let's just say that all foreign women, especially for you motherfuckers that's been go over there and get one, it's almost like you motherfuckers that went to the damn hardware store to get a light that catches motherfucking mosquitoes. But just know that once they get over here, then like I said, unless you gonna keep them cooped up in the house, which is next to impossible, right? And then here they come with that. They gonna look. They gonna tell your newly found love everything that you didn't want her to know, right? And then here come the arguments, right? Or it could, like I say, but just know it ain't the motherfucking women that you got to worry about. It's the men that you also got to worry about as well. Because like I said, motherfucker come over here and he got more money. He put like that, he looked better than you. He got more money than you, and he sling more dick than you, right? So I'm just putting it out there. And and look, I'll tell y'all something. Again, I'm not here to bash nobody, right? But I'll be damned. No, for motherfucker, put like this. If somebody take my content and try to break the shit down, right? I could care less. But I will say this much. When you call yourself breaking down my motherfucking material, be sure that you know what the fuck you talking about. Because the first time that you don't, because the first time that you do it wrong, I'm gonna grind your ass up at lunch meat. And so I got one last thing to say. This is by Kevin Samuels, right? A lot of motherfuckers, for whatever reason, I know this motherfucker, he been dead for damn near a year now. So, but my whole deal with Kevin Samuels is this. He put a lot of motherfuckers down, right? And then, but a lot of y'all might say, well, some might needed to hear that, right? But see, here's how you deal with a motherfucking Kevin Samuels, right? A Kevin Samuels was put in place because me, just like Kevin Kevin Samuels, right? He already knew that the shit was gonna change. Parents don't act like really. Parents are not parents no more, right? They really don't know how to motherfucker raise their kids, right? And so, and they, but all what the fuck they know how to do. A lot of these women now, a lot of what a lot of them do now, they'll just motherfucker go shake their ass, right? And oh yeah, yeah. Well, he died May 5th of last year, so he was born at 69. So yeah, he wasn't that much older than me. So, but my whole deal is my whole deal is with this, right? And and right to this day, I truly honestly believe that a lot of that shit was staged with Kevin Samuels. That's just how I do things because it's just for the simple fact, right? I look at it like this: if you're a woman and you so-called independent, right? That you got this thing figured, you got this thing figured out, right? You strong, you smart, you this, you that, and the other, right? Why are you talking to this motherfucker? Why are you asking him for it? Why are you asking him for advice? Right? Let's get this straight now. Let's be real about this for a minute, right? You gonna ask a motherfucker that you don't know shit about some advice. I mean, let's I mean, I'm putting it out there. So you couldn't talk to your girlfriends, you couldn't talk to your man friends, motherfuckers that you done friend zone. Other people that know you better than this bastard here, but you go to Kevin Samuels. You about as dumb. Yeah, in a sense, if I was Kevin Samuels, I'd talk about your ignorant ass too, right? But it's just for the simple fact, right? Again, I right to this day, to the day I die, I will always say that shit what Kevin Samuels did, that shit was staged. Because it's just for the simple fact, if you a so-called independent woman, why are you talking to that bastard? And for all of you motherfuckers that's dick riding, yeah, y'all come see me. So, what have we learned today? We've learned that if you're a passport brother or thinking about being a passport brother, you about to make the biggest mistake of your motherfucking life. Right? Go beat up, listen, go get on your parents' ass. Right? And then why you didn't raise me better than what you did? But 9 times out of 10, your parents probably gonna look at you like, well, shit. You was hard-headed. You didn't want to motherfucking listen. Or it's just for the simple fact, right? Well, I didn't have nobody to teach me. Because again, if you was born in 1983, right? So by the we already know how the pregnancy rate was and is. So by the time 2000 came around, if not 1999 or 1998, right? You out there in the club shaking your little ass, right? And then here come the thug with his pants hanging off his ass, right? Whisper those, what my grandma used to say, sweet nothings in your ear. Your little pussy got wet and bam. Your little pussy got wet, you dropped your drawers and bam, there it was. Now he gone. But then, like I said, then your mama or your parents, whoever the fuck they were, right? They probably said, hey, look, that's your goddamn problem. You deal with it. So now, just know your ass don't know how to cook, right? All what the fuck you know how to do is microwave shit. Probably boil some hot dogs, right? Or some ramen noodles, can the kids at McDonald's or Chuck E. Cheese, right? And then you got everybody, you got every nigga in the goddamn neighborhood, whatever, running up in you. And then you motherfuckers get the then you get the nerve to get mad because don't nobody want you. Right? So now all of a sudden you strong and independent. you know, but the thing about those people is this. This shit has been fucked up since day one. It's almost like here's the, because here's how it once was. Right? Just like I say, me, April 1st, 1973. Right? So the women back then, I'm not gonna say all of them, but the women back then, this is how the fuck they thought. They was like, I'm gonna graduate high school, then I'm gonna go to college, I'm gonna be a lawyer, I'm gonna do this, and this, get married by the time I'm 25. That's a pretty tall order. Right? And so here you go. So the clock is running, right? The first little pube hair you see, the clock is how they say it in the NFL. The New Orleans Saints are now on the clock. So for every woman, that little first pube hair you get down there, all right, y'all on the clock, or that's what the fuck y'all think y'all here, right? So you go through junior high, you go through high school, you graduate high school, you go to college, you get your little bullshit degree, right? And then the first time, now you probably either 20 or 21, but you want to be married by the time your ass is 25, and at least have 1.5 kids, right? So now the clock is ticking. I'm 21 years old. How come ain't nobody trying to holler at me? Because you old dumb bitch. Right? So in our case, right? So 21 comes around. You ain't with nobody. 22, 23. So now it's like, okay, the first motherfucker I see, I'm going to grab him, whatever, and I'm going to marry him. Knowing damn well that ain't who the fuck you want to marry. But it's just like with now. I will agree with some of them. They were like, some of you women back then, just like now, some of them, your standards are too goddamn high. Because of what you want, which, again, right? It's nothing to actually really go out there and aspire to go out and actually really get what you want. But I'm going to tell you something, right? If my wife, listen, the average woman is going to say, look, I want a tall, dark, and handsome man. He got to be 6 foot plus, right? He got to have the body of a god. He got to have the money. He got to know how to slang dick, all that kind of shit, right? But I'm gonna tell you something about that woman out there, my wife, right? If she was to come in here or back in the day, and motherfucker be like, well, what type of man you want? And motherfucker be like, y'all would look at my wife crazy and say, well, I want a man that stands 5 feet 8 inches, right? still have a body of a god. Slang dick, but his deal. He ain't gotta have a whole lot of money. Right? Just as long as he loves me, takes care of me, treat me like the queen that I am. And you raggedy motherfucker be like, what the fuck is wrong with her? Ain't nothing wrong with her. It's just for the simple fact that my wife, she knows what the fuck she wants. You ain't gotta be no big tall motherfucker to make somebody happy. And just for the simple fact, look, my previous wife, she was old skinny motherfucker. And I had all type of problems with her. But it's just like what old Bobby Rush said, right? I got me an old country woman. And I keep that woman healthy, fat, and fine as she want to be. She better act like she hungry. I mean, great fact, I ain't got no cows, I ain't got no pigs, I ain't got none of that shit. But the thing about doing this, she better act like she hungry. Right? Because if I ain't got it in my motherfucking refrigerator, I go out and get it. Cook it up and fry it up for her. Here you go, baby. Right? I'm old school. I'm an OG. I know how this shit works. You young motherfuckers, y'all ain't been in the game long enough. You some bitches don't even know how to spell game, let alone know how to play it. And like I say, that's all what the fuck I had to say on this one. Just like I said, I know how this shit goes. In a sense, I might as well go ahead and say, yeah, I invented the motherfucker. Because here's the deal. I'm gonna tell y'all something right fast. And this is for you women out there. Right? A man's true hoe. Because y'all like, look at him. Look at him with all of his hoes. No, a man only has one hoe. And I'm going to tell you right now, it ain't no motherfucking one. Because here's the deal. What is the purpose of a hoe? What does a hoe do? Or what do you have that hoe do? He breaks up the ground. He wets the ground. And then he'll take his hoe, penetrate the ground after it's wet. And depending on how long he stay in that motherfucker, seeds are going to happen. Seeds are going to be spreading all over everywhere. And then 9 months later, you get the harvest. And then you can say, damn, look at what the fuck I did. And then you stay. You stay with that ground. Now, once you figure out what the fuck I'm talking about, then and only then that you may have the game figured out. So with that being said, guess what you lousy motherfuckers get ready to do? And I'm talking about the passport bros. Tell your mama, tell your daddy, if they even motherfucking around. Tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell Big Dad, tell Big Bertha, your uncle, your auntie, your grandma, your papa, motherfucker next door across the street around the corner. Paulus Harris, a.k.a. Crazy Uncle. Till next time.